Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. It's another review for Kandi and the Gang, Season 1, Episode 3, Rowdy Employees and Uptight Managers. Picking up with Torrin gathering Philip. You know, he got to come back for everything Philip got. Philip is finally like, you know what, you can go. I was enjoying doing what I was doing, but you know, more than this conversation. Torrin is like, you the one called me over here. I didn't call you to talk about nothing. So you started it. So this is where we at, you know. They have that little back and forth. They both leave the conversation frustrated. Torrin goes and sits down with Kandi. She's, you know, he's like, I see the changes you've made. She's like, do you like the changes? And he's like, not that Philip so much. Not Philip so much. And Philip actually walks by. And Torrin is like, fake. Of course, you know, she's like, what's wrong? Torrin fills her in on what just happened between he and Philip. She says that they both do their job well. And she hopes that they can work it out. And I was just like, Kandi, you are a part of the problem. No, you work it out. You work it out. You sit down, or Don Juan, sit with the two of them and work it out. Like, you're going to have to mediate sometimes. You just can't throw these people out here together and then, and it's always, she's always so hands off when it comes to conflict resolution. And no. No, send Don Juan in there or something, but no. Anyway, she sends him back, you know, out there to finish his job since Philip is no longer down there so he can go and get his work done. Philip goes to Don Juan about it. You know, he calling Torrin Big Bird and all of that. He's shady. He say he don't like Torrin, point blank, period. And it's just like, nobody cares who you like. It don't matter who you like. But he say he don't like Torrin and that he don't know if he can work with him. And then Kandi joins the conversation. And he tells Kandi he's going to be reporting to y'all because he ain't going to be reporting to me because I don't want to work with him. I don't like him. And Kandi is like, pump your brakes. You work for me. You will be working with him because I said so. Like, you don't tell me, I tell you. I think you got it confused. I think he got it confused. All right, Patrick. He has Torrin over to tour his new apartment. And he wants them to come in and do some interior decorating. He takes them, you know, does a little tour. Patrick got this big old picture of a cougar. And it's dedicated to his cougar. And it's like, why you keep saying that? See, this is why Chandrika didn't want to fool with you. Because she's in the early 30s as well. And ain't nobody got... Listen. That's so childish. The fact that he's one of those men that it's kind of like he's trying to wear it like a badge of honor. I got me an older woman. I got me a cougar. Like, shut up. She not even a cougar. She 30. And if you think 30 is old, you barking up the wrong tree. Like, he's something else. Anyway, Safari. He shows him this closet and he say he want the closet to be turned into a sex toy room. Torrin say that ain't his ministry. And I'm, again, corny. Because you know damn well you don't want no sex room. You on TV and I guess you got to say, I want me a sex room because you the playboy. I guess it's on brand. Anyway. He asks if Torrin asks if Melvin, you know, is going to have any input. And he just tells him, send us both an invoice. He says that he wants to have a housewarming party. So he asked Torrin to throw that as well. Torrin is down. They gonna have a housewarming party. Okay, back at the OLG. Dom Unique, she ain't there yet. It's people missing on the floor. Chandrika doing all the jobs. Excuse me. Brian running around, you know, like a chicken with his head cut up. The sink backed up. The back of the bar looks disgusting. It is disgusting in there. The sink that's backed up, the water is all filthy and dirty and it's got dishes in it. It's disgusting. And Brandon say he on the line looking for a plumber, but it really look like he's scrolling through Instagram. He ain't doing nothing. No sense of urgency at all. Brandon lets Dom come to work when she feels like it, because it's like been 2 hours and she still ain't at work. And so Brandon, he ain't even gonna get behind the bar. It's like, this is your job. It is not rare for the manager, when they're short staffed, to get behind the bar and make drinks, to bring the food out, to bust tables, to seat people. It's not far fetched. So I'm trying to figure out why he felt like he could just sit over there at the bar and eat his chicken and be on his phone. But that's what Brandon did, and everybody looking at him like, you can make some drinks. Brian, don't want to go back behind the bar because he's living the sober life. He doesn't want anything, it's I'm sure it's triggering being around all that liquor, And so that's what his concern is, but Brandon ain't concerned with that. He say that's not his job and he ain't getting up to do it. Dominique finally shows up and she got an attitude because it's dirty, but it's like, girl, you should have been at work. We don't even care. You should have been here. Philip, he checks in with Drika, seeing how the day went, and Drika tells him everything. Brandon was sitting down, I was over there doing his job. This one was doing that, this one was doing this, but I stepped up, I did what I needed to do. And that don't appease Philip at all, because he walk up out of there. Well, in his confessional, he's like, she's the type that is going to come to me and, and tattletale. And that proves it. That proves she's the type that'll throw everybody under the bus just to lift herself up, just to, but I did this, and look, I did his job, and I did her job, and that's not even my job. Kind of for some brownie points, I don't know, but Philip sees you, girl. He got your number, and he is not impressed. Neither am I. Neither am I, because you had all that smoke last week, and now today you kissing ass, but okay. Philip takes Tamika and Brandon out to the side to talk. Tamika is the interim manager as well. I guess she say, I'm not signing the waiver, I'm not doing the show. But she's another manager, and they talk to Brandon. Well, he talks to Brandon, Philip does, and Philip is very respectful. Like, I was really pleasantly surprised that he didn't come out of a bag on that man, or he didn't come at him condescending and rude like he normally does. It was very respectful. And I hope that Brandon was listening. You can't be over there on your phone. You're going to have to step it up. You're going to have to assert yourself. You're going to have to do this kind of stuff. You can't just, let it get too lax to where work isn't getting done. Stuff is dirty back there. People coming to work late. You're not saying nothing about it. Like, he has some adjustments that he's going to need to make if he ever wants to be general manager. The staff meet up. They meet up for drinks again. They do this once a week. And go get some drinks. Patrick, Melvin, Torin, Dom, Brandon, he come in hugging on Dominique, and it's like, and Dominique always tries, and it's like, girl, you're not hiding this. Stop trying to make it seem like it's a secret, because it's not a secret, because the people know. She really be trying to move like, nobody knows. They'll never know. Nobody's gonna know. They know. We know. Anyway, they do the whole drinks. Who else is there? Patrick shows up. Drika shows up, and she brought her fiance. It's very awkward. Drika sitting right between her fiance and Patrick. Patrick ends up inviting them all to his housewarming. Everybody at the table, including Drika. Drika like, what he invite me for? I don't know why he's inviting me. Apparently, he and Drika's new man have had words. They've exchanged words outside the OLG, and so they already got, I guess it's okay. It's cordial, they ain't friends or nothing like that. They ain't dapping each other up or nothing, but they'll give you, I'm sure they giving each other one of those. I see you, nigga. Cause I wonder if she told the new man what it was with with Patrick. Who knows? It's another day at the OLG. And Rashard is there. He's at the bar, and I don't know whether he was on duty or not, but he was sitting at the bar and talking to Brian. And Brian, comes around. It's a pretty slow day, so he comes around from the bar and sits down. And Rashard is like, we can't be sitting down. And Brian's like, management does it, so shit. I'm just doing what management does. I'm just doing what I see, from the top. And Brandon actually walks up and says something to them about being at the bar. Brian does the back and forth. He's one of those employees that's going to go back and forth with you. Not in a rude way. He doesn't have a tone or anything, but it's just a back and forth. It's challenging his authority for sure. And Brandon doesn't assert himself. He, he continues to press and ask nicely. And finally, Brian just gets up. Brian and Rashard just get up. But Brandon felt slighted that he would do that in the first place. And so he goes and takes the information to Philip. Philip then takes it to Don Juan. And so now we got to have a conversation, the three of us. And so, the four of them. They pull Brian aside, and Brandon tells him, that he didn't appreciate him challenging his authority. Brandon needs to start asserting his power, because Philip is feeling like, why I got to step in and do this anyway. Don Juan feels the same way. If Philip always has to stand in and do what you're supposed to do as a manager, there's a problem there. What we need you for? if Philip doing your job and his. And Philip just comes in real hot. He comes in real hot with this conversation. Now, granted, Brian is in the wrong, because you can't go back and forth. You can't do the smart ass remarks and comments, or should I say rebuttals, when you're sitting with your manager, his boss, and his boss's boss. Now, you're going to have to keep it cute in that setting, Brian. Like, you can't just be sitting there thinking that they ain't gonna give you the boot. And because of it, Philip just suspends him right then and there, and Don Juan ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's what they hired him for. But, afterwards, Don Juan sits, he takes him outside, like, let's go for a walk. Because once he says that he was suspended, Brian kind of gets loud, off the base of what? off the base of you talking crazy. Like, stop the back and forth. When your superior comes to you and says, guys, you can't sit at the bar, we're gonna need you to get up, you don't say back to him, but I always sit at the bar, but you were sitting hey. That's like when you talk, don't do as I do as I say. That's what you say to the kids. Anyway, he talks to him, and then when he comes back, now Philip got an attitude with Don Juan, because he feel a way about Don Juan pulling him outside. He thinks that in doing that, it shows him that he got away with it, or he'll do it again. It does show him that he's special, and they are willing to work with him and bend a little bit. It does show him that, but you wasn't gonna get nowhere with him, and Don Juan can get through to him. So I'm assuming there will be a shift in there, and Brian will change his approach, when it comes to his job and his duties and all of that, because he gonna have to sometimes just be quiet. You're just gonna have to be quiet sometimes, because now you done got suspended from the job. And Philip was really getting real. He had an attitude, and Don Juan was like, I'm not the one. Don't do that, and Philip just got up and walked away. He was really upset. I mean, really mad. Got up and left and went and got in his car and did his car confessional. Patrick and Safari. Sorry about that, guys. Patrick and Safari. She owns a cosmetic lipo type of thing. When they do the sculpting and all of that. It's not surgery. It's not any type of invasive surgery or anything like that. But you know, a little cosmetic touch up, I should say. And he's talking to her about the housewarming and blah 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 blah. I really wanted to fast forward their scene. She's opposed to bringing in Torin to decorate. She say he don't need Torin. No, excuse me. Well, she said we don't need Torin. We got me. And it's like, we? So you moving in? This your apartment too? What is this we? What is this we, girl? Anyway, she says she can do it, and then production shady ass. They of course zoom in on her decor in her space, and it's like, girl, all these damn butterflies. Is that what it's gonna be? Butterflies everywhere? That's what you finna do around there to the apartment? You can keep it. You can keep your little expertise, Miss Safari. Okay, then he tells her, you know, that he invited the whole table, including the chick he used to mess with. And she's like, nah, why would you think that you was going to subject me to that? We ain't having that. So she's uninvited, right? And he's like, well, I guess she's uninvited. You know, he do what mama say do. He do what she say do. He is definitely whipped. Whipped. Anyway. Oh, Pops. I sure miss Pops. Y'all, when I say I cried when that man passed away, you would have thought he was a family member. I was mourning. Still mourning. Because if I see him or see a clip or something like that, I get all welled up in the eyes because Pops was our Pops. You know, he was everybody Pops. Anyway. Okay, now we have Drika going to I don't know whose house it was, but she's a swim instructor, and she was going to help the OLG with some water aerobics. And Dominique shows up and Kandi show up, and they do the whole water aerobics. It's really funny, of course. Mama Joyce is all in it. Aunt Nora's in the water. Aunt Bertha in there about 2 minutes before she out the water, sitting on the thing saying, I'm not doing this. She says she ain't got time to be playing in no water. She got better things to do. Afterwards, they sit down and have a little lunch. And Drika, wait. Drika tells them about Brian being suspended, and Kandi is shocked, like, what? They suspended him already? And Todd like, yep. It is what it is. You know, that good cop, bad cop thing that they have going on. Mama Joyce says to Drika, yeah, and I know whatever you got sent home for, I know you ain't gonna do that no more. And Drika like, well, I got sent home, yeah, but I mean, it was for nothing. They all looking like, for nothing, girl. Mama Joyce say, just don't do it no more. Whatever it was, just don't do that no more. You already know that. In their confessional, the old lady gang, I don't know if they were asked about Philip or not, but Nora liked Philip. Mama Joyce likes Philip. Bertha say, I don't like Philip. I can't stand his ass. I don't like him. And y'all can put up there, Aunt Bertha say she don't like Philip. Put it on there that I don't like him. Tell him I said it, okay? She say, I don't care about none of that. We with you. We with you, Aunt Bertha. As a consensus, we don't really like Philip like that either. Torin and Brian, they meet for ice cream. Y'all, what was that weird soundbite that when they started talking about Philip? And nope, we didn't see anybody's mouth say this, but we heard, sick of Philip bitch ass. And I was like, what? Ain't nobody said. Why did y'all have him come back to say that? Or why did y'all pull that from somewhere else and throw that right there? Like, that editing was trash. Because, what? I know ain't nobody said that. It didn't even sound like it went, you know? Anyway, Brian opens up, you know, about his life. He has been dealing with addiction, with drugs and alcohol for a few years. He used to drink gallons of vodka, and I was like, I had a friend And I really miss her sometimes. Like, I really hope she's doing okay. I hope that she's thriving. I wonder if she's had children by now, got married by now. But anyway, this was my girl back in college. And I know that she had a drinking problem. Like, it was obvious that she was an alcoholic because that's the type of shit she would do. We going to the liquor store. I might be going to get me a bottle of wine or a little small bottle to go out. But sis is like, I'm gonna get this one because this should be good for the week. And I'm like, you need to buy liquor for the week? Damn. When I buy liquor, it's only for the good time I'm about to have. That's it. I don't go there like I need liquor for the week. Wine maybe. We gonna stock up on the wine, but hard ass liquor. And so when you start doing that kind of stuff, you gonna have to start cutting back. And it was obvious. I remember I saw her drunk one day and I didn't recognize her. It was bad. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. Sorry. But that his story resonated with me because it was like, damn, I knew somebody like that. I really hope she's doing okay. But he had a problem. It was bad. He during the pandemic it got worse. That's when he realized it because he was throwing up blood left and right. It was bad. It was starting to be detrimental to his health, all of that. And so he knew he had to make a change. 3 months ago, his sister committed suicide. And so that, I was like, I knew it was something about his demeanor. He looks sad. Like even in his confessionals, all of that, he looks sad. He has sadness in his eyes. And so to now that I know what it all stems from, like my heart goes out to him. I know this is past and we filmed this months ago, but I really hope that Brian was able to, pick himself up. His sister committed suicide, and they found a gallon of vodka near her bed when they found her body. Anyway, I'm like, damn, why we had to end on this sad note like this? But Torrance say he got his back. He's gonna support him. He's gonna be there for him. He loves him. He wants him to always know you are loved. Call me if you ever need me. Don't ever get to that kind of place. Don't go to a dark place alone ever again. I got you. I'm here to lift you up. You my brother. And it was nice to see. I love to see it. Love to see it. And yeah, that was it. That was it, guys. I don't remember. I don't think I saw the previews for next week. Did they give us previews? Yeah, they always give us previews. I don't remember. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.